What's up everybody? Welcome back to Rust and Restoration Garage. Today, gonna be working on the Wolverine again. We got an oil change to do, and these have a dry sump system. So there's 3 different drain plugs, and first you gotta get it warmed up to get all the fluid into the jug, is what I've heard it's called. And then you can drain from there, and then 2 drain plugs on the motor. But first we'll get this outside, get it warmed up, and then we'll bring it back in and start draining the oil and get the filter done, and I'll show you how that goes. Anyways, we'll get it outside. Okay, now that we got the bike back in here and pretty close to up to temperature, oil warmed up and in where it needs to be, we need to take the cup holder piece off. There's one little plastic screw here. Just unthread that. And they just pop out. One there. I'm gonna light over. There's 2 right here, and then 2 on the other side. We'll get those off, and then get this opened up. Okay, once you got that opened up, as you can see, it doesn't get very clean in there. But your pump is right here. I'm gonna get this dirt cleaned off. That's your dipstick there. I'm gonna get that wiped off so I don't get dirt down in there and everything. And we'll get that off. And I'll show you the O-ring that you don't want to lose down in there. Okay, now that I got that cleaned up and around it, just unscrew this. And that orange O-ring right there is what you don't want to end up dropping and losing. It's stuck to the dipstick on mine. Some people have them stay down there, or they fall off and then you got to go digging for them. Anyways, we'll get that out. And the drain plug for that, which is the jug that they call it, is right down in here. Oh, the light's right in the way. Put that right there. I don't know if you can see. Right down here, there's like a little spout that comes off of this jug here. Little spout there, 10 mil socket, wrench, whatever. Undo that, let it drain down there. It will get on the skid plate. So if you don't want oil on your skid plate, you can just put like a little piece of metal or even like a funnel on there or something. I'm not too worried about it because it'll get washed off and stuff like that in the water and everything. So anyways, I'll get my drain pan over here and get that undone. One thing you do want to watch out, since it was running, the oil might be a little hot, so just watch out for that. And try not to drop your drain plug in the oil, because that sucks. I've never done that before. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it does tend to run onto the skid plate there. Not quite sure if you can see it or not, but like I say, it'll get all washed off and stuff. I'm gonna get this drain plug out on the bench, and then I'll show you the oil kit that I got. Okay, so the oil kit that I got, 1040 for this bike. I think it's 4 liters. I got this from Liberty CC, where I bought my bike over in Dartmouth. Comes with a cardboard funnel, which we're going to use. So just for the people that might see this and don't own a funnel, we'll use this just to show that it does work. Hopefully it does. I've never used it before, but anyways, comes with 4 liters of oil. Comes with new crush washers. As you can see there, there's one still on the bolt here. We'll take that off, put a new one on. Comes with all 3. The 2 plugs that are on the motor look to be the same crush washer. And if I can get it out. You can get pieces of it out. The oil filter right there for it. This kit with a liter of diff fluid. Not going to do that today, but liter of diff fluid and this kit was $100, which isn't so bad, but I'd rather go with the Amalube than anything else in this for its new bike or newer. Anyways, we'll get that oil drained out and then I'll show you the other drain plugs, filter, and then we'll fill it back up. And we'll see you then. Now, for the other 2 drain plugs, just below your passenger side rear door, you come in almost to the middle of the bike. You got a ovaled hole here. There's these 2 12mm, one there, bolts that need to come out. They are the other 2 drain plugs, so we will get this set up and get those 2 pulled out and the oil drained out of there too. Okay, so just take your 12mm socket, crack that loose. Try not to lose your drain plug in the oil, like I said. And these ones, like I said before, they have a nice little spider there. They have new crush washers with the kit, so I will replace them. And these, sometimes you can get them without doing one at a time, which I should be able to get to. The one closest to the rear of the bike you could do first, and then get the one closest to the front so you're not pouring oil all over your hand while you're getting the second one. And try not to lose it in the skid plate. I'm going to try not to do that right now. There we go. Not too much of a mess on the floor, but you're gonna make a mess. Anyways, I'll get these 2 drain plugs. New crush washers on these. You don't really have to do them, but since it came with the kit, I'm just gonna do them anyways. Get these replaced, let that drain, get them back on, and then we'll get at the oil filter. Okay, now that that's all drained, we will put the plugs back in. Okay, now that those are tight, we will get to the oil filter, which is up underneath this cover on the passenger side. Okay, so for this, you need to take these two, and then down there in these little indents, there's two 10mm bolts. And right here there is a push clip that takes a flathead screwdriver. Take that out and we'll get this panel off. And then just over here, I think you can just see it in the corner there, is the oil filter. So get this off and get the oil filter out. Okay, now that we got that off, I don't know if you can see the oil filter in here. We will get that unscrewed. There is a hole in the skid plate there for it to drain out. And if your cover is about 5 pounds worth of mud in it, it'd be a good time to clean it out. Anyways, I'll get that oil filter off, get the new one back on, and then we'll start filling it up. Okay, so for the filter, I would recommend buying the tool to get it out, because this one was so tight I couldn't get it with my oil filter wrench or my hand. I don't know if you can see, but I had to beat a hole through it with a screwdriver and try to get it out, which was pretty difficult. But now we are going to get the oil into that jug. I'm going to put about 3 liters in it, let it run, let it cycle through, and then I'll check it and top it up as I need to. Okay, so I'll try this funnel that comes with it, with the kit. Get that down into there. I don't really trust that. I've never used a paper funnel, but we'll try it out. If it doesn't work, then I got a regular funnel. And for the people that are gonna try to do this, if anybody sees this that has one of these that wants to do this, it would be worth just buying a funnel at local parts store or whatever. Anyways, we'll get the oil into it. Okay, now that we got our 3 liters in there, I'm going to grab a rag. And just pull the funnel back out. Seemed to work pretty good. Never used one before, I've never seen them. But set this to the side. and put the dipstick in. And like I say before, watch out for your O-ring there that you don't lose it. Get that tightened in there and start this. Okay, now that I let that run and cycle through the filter and all that type of stuff, pull the dipstick out and check our level. Which is probably going to be kind of hard to see on these white plastic dipsticks, but we'll see what it does. Okay, so yeah, it's probably going to need the whole other fourth bottle. It's just touching the stick now. So what I will do is pour about half of that other one in. I'll go with roughly half of it. Back in. Alright, so it's not quite full there yet. So what I'm going to do is pour the rest of this in. That should give us enough. There we are. Right to the top. Perfect. So it is all 4 liters. Anyways, we will get the cup holders back on, and that'll be all of it for the oil change. Okay, so that'll be it for the oil change. Hopefully that helped out a few people. If not, it was a little entertaining. But now it is time for the cold snacks. And we'll probably be going biking tomorrow. And if you're doing an oil change or anything, working on your bike and stuff, feel free to have a few of these while you're doing it. Definitely helps. But hopefully you liked the video. Give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.